somehow, by some miracle, I was able to get Mitch Marner back on our team. It was not an easy thing to do, mind you, but we managed to do it. In order to do that, though, I had to trade away one of our forwards, which I did not particularly want to have to do, but unfortunately this was necessary in order to make room for Marner to come back. We had to trade away William Nylander to the Ottawa Senators, and that allowed us to do a clear cap for Mitch Marner. So he's back on our team. Like I said, this was not an easy process. Would have liked to keep the Fab Four of Nylander, Marner, Tavares, and Matthews all together, but unfortunately one of them had to go because of the salary cap problems that we had. Now, I could just easily turn the salary cap off, and that would fix it. That would fix those issues. Here's the problem, though. Turning the salary cap off would mean that pretty much a majority of the teams would just re-sign all the expiring contracts of their star players before they're able to hit free agency, and then that would result in the free agency being left with nothing but scraps. So we're not going to do that. Now, what I think probably killed us in the first round against Boston last season here was the fact that Anderson got hurt in the last game of the regular season. I mean, we won the first 2 games against Boston without him, which was good. And I figured we would have been even better with Anderson returning to the net for Game 3. But no, we ended up losing 4 in a row. To the surprise, and ended up getting knocked out of the playoffs against Boston. Again, to the surprise of absolutely no one. Now, I could just easily turn the injuries off to fix that issue, but then everyone would stay healthy, and then a lot of the people that we have on our team that I specifically designate as scratches wouldn't get into the lineup at all this year, and then they'd probably start complaining. So, yeah, so injuries are going to stay on. Now, there is one other thing here. Oh, and as you can also see, I also went ahead and simmed the first preseason game, which was a loss against Tampa. But there is one thing I did not do in either the last couple of videos. We did not look at the awards for Season 1. So let's take a look at those. We already know that Tampa Bay won the Stanley Cup. Presidents went to Dallas. Because remember, Dallas and Carolina were tied on points. We're dead even on points and record, but Dallas had the better ROW, so... Yeah, and Dallas won the Clarence Campbell, and Tampa, of course, the Prince of Wales Trophy. As for individual awards, Nathan MacKinnon won the Art Ross for leading scorer. I don't think I even checked to see how many points he finished with, but I know. But he also won the Hart Memorial. Drew Doughty, the Norris Trophy for the best defenseman. McKinnon for Lady Byng. Kakko, the Calder. Conn Smythe went to Braden Point. Matt Murray, the Vezina and the Jennings. Savard, the Masterton. The Jack Adams going to Beach. Kopitar taking the Selke, Nathan MacKinnon the Ted Lindsay Award, and Tyler Seguin the Maurice Richard Trophy. And those are your award winners from the 2019-2020 season. So, now I want to try to get bring home a Stanley Cup here to Toronto within 5 years. That's the goal. That's one of the goals. Now, year 1, we failed that goal, but we still have 4 seasons left. And speaking of goals, there are some that I have for this particular season here in the simulation. Well, one is to make the playoffs, which I think we definitely can do. And then in the playoffs themselves, we want to avoid facing Boston. Yeah, So, with that said, we will go ahead and actually start this simulation now because I've been talking for the last 5 minutes since starting this. So we are going to go up to here. Lost to Ottawa, win against Detroit, shootout loss against Florida, overtime win against Montreal, 8-2 loss against Boston. Whoa, they hammered us, and we win against Buffalo. So 3-3-1 to end the preseason. Let's take a look at numbers here. John Tavares with 9 points in 6 games during the preseason, so he did pretty well for himself there. Austin Matthews with 6 points. Marner had 6. Nick Shore with 5. Tyson Barrie 4. Timothy Liljegren with 4. Kerfoot had 4. Muzzin 4. Hyman 3. So these guys did pretty well. So I think we will be in pretty good shape here come time for the regular season. Hutchinson, he played 2 preseason games for us. 2.48 goals against and a 901 save percentage. But look at this. Look at Steady Freddy. 3 games played in the preseason. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss. Save percentage of .819. Goals against of .469. I know these are preseason numbers, but you gotta be more consistent than that, Mr. Freddie Anderson. And this is the last year of his contract with us. And at that point, we will then have to make a decision on whether we want to re-sign Freddie Anderson or whether we want to get a new goaltender. So that is going to be very important. So let's get out of the preseason, and then we will show you what the lines will look like. Waivers will be effective starting October 2nd, 2020. Okay. Very well. We're not going to send the scouts yet. And, okay, now that we are at the start of the regular season here, let's see how our lines look up. We have on our top line, Zach Hyman, John Tavares, and Mitch Marner. That is our first line. Our second line is Thomas Vanek, Austin Matthews, and Andreas Johnson. Our third line, we have Anthony Duclair, Alexander Kerfoot, and Kasperi Kapanen. You know what? I think we are actually going to switch around Kapanen and Johnson here. Changing current line. And where is Johnson? There we go. And then the fourth line, Catan, Shore, and Pontus Aberg. For defense, Morgan Riley and Tyson Barrie. That is our first pair. Our second pair is Jake Muzzin and Travis Dermott. And our third pair is Timothy Liljegren and Ben Harper. And now for goaltenders, Freddie Anderson and Michael Hutchinson. Now, let's go to our roster moves. And we see that we have a full roster. All right. That is good. Right. So, here we go. Montreal, not a very good team last season, but we're facing them in our opener here to start this season. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Season opener, and it's at home. Here we go. First period, and ooh, a nice start. 2-0 for us. Mitch Marner and Morgan Riley. Second period, all right, it's 2-1 now. All right, and good. We do have Anderson in that. Because remember our season opener last year, I goofed and left in Michael Neuvirth as the starter when it should have been Freddie. anyways, here we go. Third period. And we don't get anything with the power play there. And but Tyson Berry scores there on Carey Price. And now Mitch Marner with another one to make it 4-1. And with 1:02 left in this, I think we are going to go ahead and jump in and play this last minute of this game. So yeah, this season's definitely an important one here for our franchise, because this core that we have is not going to be around forever. So here we go, but 1 minute left in the third period, and Shea Weber with 4 blocked shots in this game. And Gallagher. Anderson with a nice save. Yeah, I still have the commentators turned off here, mainly because I like to do my own commentary when I do these games, specifically in my personal franchise mode. And Byron ripping one to Tavares, ripping one, and Price making the glove save. Well, Marner's number got changed to 20, it looks like. And the Toronto Maple Leafs come out ahead 4-1 against Montreal in the season opener. Very well done, boys. Definitely a much different result than our season opener last year against Ottawa. And there was a message there saying that the battery in my controller is low, so let's actually go ahead and plug this in. There we go. Grab this. And your 3 stars, Morgan Rielly, Mitch Marner, and Tyson Berry. So a very nice win for our men here in the season opener for 2020-2021. Alright, so let's go ahead and send to the next game, which is against Anaheim. And they are 1-1 after 2 games. And we're going to go ahead and simulate this one as well. Now, again, we're not going to do this with all 82 games because that would kind of take a while, wouldn't it? Anyways, first period, 1-1 tie. Tavares and Terry. Second period, alright, 3-2, Richie, Shore, and Tavares. Third period, and Anaheim scores 3 times in the third and beats us 5-3. Hyman, Silfverberg, and Tavares, the 3 stars. What happened there, defense, in that last period? Anyways, let's go up ahead to the New Jersey Devils. Do this one too. New Jersey 2-0-1. And first period, no score. Second period, 1-1 tie. Tavares and Brett. And third period, and New Jersey beats us 3-1. Hershiser on the power play, and then Subban looks like that was an empty netter. So not the best of starts there after 3 games. And now we gotta take on Columbus. Oh, this should be fun. Alright. They're 4-1, so yeah. Oh, but Hyman on Halak to start off. At the end of the first period, well, so much for that. Columbus is up 2-1 after the first. Second period, they're up 3-1. Can we come back? No, we cannot. Austin Matthews, a power play goal on Cam Ward in the first period, but it's not enough. And Columbus gets the 3-2 win. 3 stars, Hyman, Atkinson, and Savard. So after that season opening win, we've now lost 3 straight games. And Travis Dermott has been hurt. Let's see who I can plug in to our lineup. Oh, Pontus Aberg's playing the point now? No, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, Pontus Aberg, you are not a defenseman, sir. And we don't have any other defensemen on our team, so I think we are going to have to make a move. We're going to have to call someone up here, it looks like, and the lucky one that gets to come up is Martin Marincin. Alright, Marincin, let's get you in there. You know what, let's just go to best lines here for the Marlies, why not? Now, hopefully that did not change what we have here at the NHL level. Let's just make absolutely sure. And it looks like it didn't. Alright, so here we go. One more game here against the Florida Panthers. Hopefully we can break our little losing streak here. No score after 1 period, no score after 2 periods, and we win 1-0. Zach Hyman, the only goal of the game. Yeah, Hyman, Bobrovsky, and Anderson, the 3 stars. Well, Anderson gets his first shutout of the season. Good for him. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and simulate up to, let's simulate up to here. And we'll see what happens. Shootout loss at Nashville, 8-6 loss against Colorado. And a loss against Dallas, loss to LA in a shootout, 3-0 win over Calgary, there we go. Islanders, we get a win, and St. Louis, we win 5-3. Okay, so 5-5-2. At least the division is fairly close right now. That's the good news out of this. We'll simulate 1 more month here. Why not? How much longer this will last, though, I have absolutely no idea. Let's go up here to the beginning of December. Let's see what happens. And we start off with back-to-back losses against Ottawa and Tampa. Then we win against Vegas to get back to 500. Rangers beat us 4-1. Can we beat Tampa? Yes, we can. And an offer from Arizona? No, thank you. We lose to Detroit 4-3. Washington, we lose in the shootout. Pittsburgh, we beat Pittsburgh. Okay. 6-5 loss to St. Louis in the shootout. We lose in regulation to Montreal. Oh, we got to... Alright, let's stop the simulation here. We got to take... go here to, where's Mueller? A defenseman. I think Mueller's a defenseman, is he not? No. Center. Where is Mueller? Okay, maybe he's under here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Alright. Offer contract. Alright. There we go. Now that we've made our offer to Mueller, we can go ahead and simulate the rest of the month. And Mueller has accepted our offer. Very good. And now we've got 3 wins in a row. 4 wins in a row. And a 5-2 loss to Montreal. We had a nice 4-game winning streak there, and now we are in a wild card spot. We are 5 points behind the division lead, which I think was held by the Montreal Canadiens, it said there. So, yeah, Dallas, oh my goodness, Dallas running away with the Presidents. Alright, so we're going to stop things here, and we're going to continue on in the next episode.